Hi, this is Julie with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use the Beadsmith HotFX Hotfix Applicator Tool. So this is a great tool for applying HotFix crystals to your sewing or jewelry making projects. So this is actually really easy to use. I'm going to show you how to use it in just one moment, but first I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it and show you how to change out the tip, because that's important to know. So you'll see that this has two power settings. So this is not turned on and it's not plugged in at this point because I'm going to be changing out the tip. So whenever you're changing out the tip, have it unplugged. But the first setting is low, so you would just move it up to here. If this was plugged in, the little indicator light would go on. So your low setting will be for embellishment tape and iron-ons. And then your high setting, which has the two bars, is going to be for your stone setting. So that's what the two settings are for. Now this does come with multiple tips, so to change them out, just go like this, you unscrew it and you put in the replacement tip. So very, very easy to do. And you'll notice this tip here is a little darker in color, and that's because I've already used it. So eventually all of these tips, as you use them, will darken a little bit. They'll get a nice natural patina to them. And the tips you get are these ones right here. So we've got different sizes for different stones. So we've got a size for an SS6, SS10, SS16, and an SS20. And then we've also got these guys here, which are flat. So you can use these for either shaped fancy stones that don't fit into the little well right here, or you can use these for your embellishment tape or iron-ons. So they're kind of nice to have those as well. And they come in a little pouch. And then you also get a little stand. So I'm going to show you how to use this, and then at the very end I'm going to talk to you about the differences between these two tools, because I know that's going to be a question that comes up. So I'm going to first plug this guy in. When you turn it on, you'll see the little indicator light, and I'm going to be setting stones, so I'm going to go up to the second setting, which is the high power, and I can rest it on my little stand, and I'm going to let it warm up for about a minute. Okay, as it's warming, let me show you what I've done already. So I've already set these guys, and I left this one here for a reason. So this is obviously a boo-boo, and what happened was I actually moved my wand, my tool, as I was setting the stone, and you can see that HotFix glue actually smudged and smeared. So you'll want to make sure when you apply your crystals that you keep your tool straight up and down and you don't move it or drag it across your surface. With this tool, you place your stones first where you want them, and you'll notice each of these tips have a little slot. If you have a hard time removing your tool from your stone, which you really shouldn't have, but in case you do, you can put the tip of a tweezer into that little slot and just help the stones stay where they should. So that's just a little added thing you can do, but usually you don't even need to. You'll notice that this tip is getting even darker. And all we're going to need to do is we take the tool, we press it over the stone, and we wait about 5 to 10 seconds. I like to do 10 just to make sure, but you don't need to do any more than that. And you pull it away and it's set. So this one we haven't set yet. Let me do that one again. There we go. And it's done, and then you can turn it off. And these are all stones that do have the HotFix backing. You can see there's a little bit of adhesive on the back. So real quick, as this is cooling down, and since I just showed you how to use that, I want to talk to you about the differences between these two tools. So we do have another tutorial video showing you how to use this one. This is the Beadsmith Cordless Vacuum HotFix tool. And you can see it has two tips as well. Now the nice thing about this tool is it has a vacuum component. You can hear that right there. So it allows you to pick up the stones and put them wherever you want, so you don't have to place them ahead of time where you want them, which is great if you're doing any type of dimensional work where it's not applying these stones to a flat surface. So that's one nice advantage. It also has a nice light to it, and it's cordless, so very easy to use. The advantage to put this lid back on. The advantage to this tool here is it has these tips right here, and it has those 2 power settings. So if you're doing something more than just putting on rhinestones, perhaps you are doing embellishment tape, or you're going to be using fancy stones that are not these little round guys, you're going to want these tips. So that's a big advantage to this one here. So 2 different tools. They both do perform the same function, but they also both have a little bit of a difference in what they can do and their capabilities. So just kind of think about what you're going to be using it for, and then pick the right one for your personal use. And I want to show you, these are now dry and they're ready to go. Everything is in place. So you can find these 2 tools as well as a whole assortment of HotFix rhinestones. These are Swarovski crystal ones at beadaholique.com.